Okay, we move on to Thursday and Ryanair Chase. Last year, Allaho absolutely ran them into the ground. Fakir Duderis as runner-up. And to be fair, following his win due to this race last year, there's only one man we can start with here, and that's with Matty Luke. Okay, Matty, give us your thoughts on an open race.
Yeah, well, we know he brought home a nice little touch for me last year. He's done everything right. This year, he come out, he had a hard race in John Durkin. We were wondering how he was going to come out of that. Fine in the day, didn't he? When he come out and won nice enough. He just 5-4. He wins it. He goes in a multiple, along with Honeysuckle, probably Shishkin as well. Just looking through the market, honestly, nothing else interests me in this race. Just Allaho. He wins it. It's that simple for me.
Yeah, I think that's succinct, I would say. Ian?
While Matty was talking, I was just having a quick look at the market. You got Energumene, who's second favourite, won't go. Aplutard, third favourite, won't go. Chacun Pour Soi, fourth favourite, won't go. And I think that just speaks volumes to the race itself. Allaho's even money. What else you got in the race? Mr. Fisher. I've written down he wins or he pulls up. I believe he pulled up in the Ryanair last year. So St Calvados placed last year, I believe. Has had some trips over 3 miles. Doesn't stay. So I'm sure it will come here. A lot of people fancy it, but it's a 10-year-old now, so not so sure. And then Envoy Allen, could that come here? Could that put up to, would Cheveley Park put both in? Maybe. And then we're scraping the barrel. Fakir Dudery, Styrian, will that go here? Melon. I've even written Lost in Translation. Maybe if that will drop down. So I'm really scraping the barrel now. And then he's won at Ascot this year. Didn't really do much in the King George, but does he really have a chance in the Gold Cup? Possibly not. So may have a chance at the places, but I think it's, as Matty said, Allaho for me. I can't really see much else, to be honest.
Maybe one for looking for a bit of each way value on the day then.
Yeah, possibly.
When you got more idea what's going.
See, it's who runs. So I think this could be another one where might have 8 runners, 9 runners. I think there was more last year, but with Allaho not much of a favourite, I think a lot of horses will run scared, I think.
Just going back to that out of price that you just mentioned then, OJ, and with Ian saying he doesn't think there'll be that many runners. I'm sure I've seen it read somewhere that Chatham Street lads getting targeted at the Ryanair. Is that correct?
It was 33-1.
It's 50-1 best price on check at the moment.
Jesus. That's a previous Cheltenham winner as well. Not at the festival.
I wouldn't.
Of course.
Like I say, I'm not set. For me, Allaho wins it, but at 50-1, I might have a small little dabble on that each way. Just for bigger
bit
price.
Of a shrewdy trainer, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he get anywhere near Allaho, but he could run into a place.
Okay. John?
Thoughts, it's pretty straightforward, really. I mean, I wasn't a massive fan of Allaho till last year and saw what he did then, and he went up in my estimation then by absolutely dotting up. Seemed to take on a new tactic, just bounded out there, left everything in his wake. Fakir, he's a good horse, but he's just not good enough, is he, to beat Allaho? So he'll be there or thereabouts for the places. The each way angle's hard to find on this race because you tend to get a few horses who aren't good enough for the champion chase stepping up in distance, and a few dropping down who are in the probably Gold Cup picture thinking they might be able to, you can't be afraid of one horse. So, if something did happen to Allaho, then the race will be probably the most open race of the whole festival. So you'll get a few dropping down there as well. So it's quite hard to try and get a grip on the each way sort of angle at this stage, almost to the day.
I hope Envoy dropping down.
Who, sorry?
Could you see Tornado Flyer dropping down after his King George win? Or would he go Gold Cup?
I think we'll have a crack
Possibly,
at the Gold Cup.
He was a big surprise. I mean, maybe it's worth giving him a go at the Gold Cup, and he can always come back here next year, can't he? If he doesn't stay the 3-2. So I hope Envoy comes in. I hope he runs his race because I'm still a massive fan of him, even though he struggled this last sort of 18 months, or well, since his fall, last 12 months anyway. I just want him to run and run well, and try and get a place maybe because I'm a big fan of his. But I just don't know what's happened to him. He's just, since he's moved to Henry, he just doesn't seem the same horse to me. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. But yeah, Allaho's going to win, I reckon, and then there'll be 4 or 5 fighting out the places.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I think we said all along that all three of your thoughts really were that it was a pretty open and shut case for Allaho.
Yeah, I mean, my concern, like I said earlier, was after the John Durkin because he had quite a tough race there when I was steering full on trail. He looked like he had a hard race, but he's come out since and he's looked perfectly fine. So he's the one to beat. And hopefully he does exactly what he did last year.
Okay, well, mate.
And that made you very happy, Matty.
I'm very rich.
Yeah.
I'll have to try and find the video that you lads took of me on the recording and upload it.
Great stuff. Okay, cheers, chaps. We move on.